Okay, pilots. I'm gonna put some LEDs in my wings here right quick, and then I got another little project I'm showing you. Put my lamps on here. Put this down a little bit. Okay, we got a checkerboard here, and I ain't really wanting to destroy too much of it, so instead of making my line coming straight across here or whatnot, whatever, I've tried to stay right in line with the checkerboard here. Okay, and I'm not going to put landing lights in it, and if I put it up here and make the line, I have to bring the lead around this, come down through here, come to here, and I don't want to do that. And besides, my decal on the top, the red comes right to the edge there, and I don't want to mess up my decal. And really ain't no way I can put it in the wheel well up in here when the landing gear goes down, the light can shine through because it's so small in that area, and I don't want to start cutting because my lead's right here. So we're just not going to worry about landing lights on this one. So I took my cover, my LED cover, and I put it on here. Shows that type there. It's kind of more of a triangle look than it is just a square triangle, more pointed triangle. All right, got my small kind of a bed hole for the lead and the bulb to fit down into. So what I'm gonna try to do is I've got to drill out back up into the hole there, at least this far here, so that I can clear that shrink wrap that they put on there. So I'm just going to take that screwdriver, a little small screwdriver, following my channel here. I'm just going to kind of make sure I don't go through the top of the wing or the bottom of the wing doing this. I'm just going to get that open up a little bit. Making a smaller hole, not big enough for the bulb to go through, but enough for that shrink wrap to fit down in there and not be in a bind while the lead goes up in here through the channel. Find that little flat spot, which is usually in line with the ground wire, the black lead. Get it pushed in there. Trying to let that lead go on in there with it. Try to get my red lead to go in first. I'll take my screwdriver before I try to put the lead in the channel there. I'll run my screwdriver through it here to widen it up a little bit. If you don't do that, you'll never get that lead done in there. Take you 2 days to get that thing up to there. About every 3 or 4 inches, I like to go ahead and run the lead down in it so it won't be pulling on it or nothing. Give it plenty of room. On the side of my retract. And after the foam swells back up, it'll cover that up. You won't even see it. Around the corner of the retract. More ice cream. I will. Let's see if it's recessed in there enough to go. We're going out hitting above. Oh yeah. Just like so. Look good on there. Okay, there's the LEDs. I'll put my green one in later, finish running that lead. Got something else to do. Got something else to do. Okay. I've got my ring burr in there, glued in it. I'm gonna run my lead right up through here in a channel, right up through the seam here. Now, when I glued that in, I used just regular foam tack because when I glue that cone on, Lord have mercy, this pilot said that thing ain't gonna come out of there. I'm telling you that right now. Just ain't gonna happen. It just ain't gonna happen. It's pretty thick right here. This foam pretty thick. I mean, I got no chance of coming out through the bottom down here. Always check that. It don't matter which lead goes up and which goes down, but I want it to be flat, kind of flat right here. I did make just a little bit of a channel there, but I wanted that lead to be flat there. So since that white one's going down first, let's stay with the black up. You just got to keep working it in there. Trying not to put too much pressure on my elevator there. the gap wide. It's gonna catch every corner. It's gonna catch every seam. Just get prepared for it. It's gonna battle you the whole way. Nope, I'm not sure about it. Got my finger on something I shouldn't have. I'm gonna get it in there pretty good right there. This front right here. These leads run through this channel and go down into a hole right that's down in here on the fuselage. And this one will go right with them. And it's got plenty of lead to get to the throttle, wide end of the throttle, so you gotta do. Alright. That way. First thing I want to do is on that side. I want to make just a little bit of a low place right here in it so that that lead, make sure that lead don't get in a bind. Test fit, make sure everything's gonna fit. Like a glove. Okay, let me show you something I had to do. This thing wanted to rock. Okay. So I've shaved it a little bit, just took sandpaper and kind of eat that down there at the bottom down some, and it stopped that rocking. Stop the rocking, baby, stop the rocking. Trying to get some sleep. All right, let's get my fishing rod. Bottom, you got to take that gum ESC loose because you've got to run that thing up underneath the ESC. Two Phillips head screws holding a plastic cover over the top. I hope that's Phillips head screw. Uh-oh. think Phillips head screws. Alright, where's that bag at? Had that Allen wrench in it. There it is. Maybe that's why they have an Allen wrench in there. So I said, why in the world have they got an Allen wrench in here? There's no tail wheel on it. And now we know the rest of the story. Page 2. And watch this Allen wrench not fit now. It's not gonna fit. Not gonna fit. What in the world is that thing? Is that a, goodness gracious. I think that's one of them micro screws. Micro screws. That's what it is. Small, small, small Phillips head. Yep. A little short thing too. Goodness gracious. You blink your eye, you'll lose that for sure. And then this one's gonna strip out. Imagine that. Imagine that. Cheap Chinese metal. Cheap Chinese metal. I want you to look at this ESC glued in there. Glued in. I'll never get that thing out of there. There ain't no way in hell. Okay. I knew it'd be plan B. I knew it would be plan B. There's going to be a pile of glue up under that too. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Imagine that. Using a 90-degree L. I mean, this guy put the glue all in. This thing ain't never coming out of here. It ain't never coming out of here. Ain't never coming out of there. Even, and heck, if I did want to upgrade it, I don't think I'd be able to get that thing out of there without ripping the whole top of the jet out. Unreal. Unreal. Look at that fishing rod. Oh my God. Get around that one. Trying not to tear my ESC up. I'm gonna have to go through the top. Okay. Instead of going over the back side of the ESC, I'm gonna have to go on the bottom side of it and make sure it's not flopping around. Okay, the entire leads here. There's a hole here we got to run down. I got to make sure that that thing's going to fit down in there. Let's lay that right. Imagine. I better widen that a little bit. Better widen that a little bit. Yep. It's not really a long area, about 2 inches. 2 angled cuts down through there. Let's see, I need one of them long screwdrivers. Gracious, it will be a pile of glue right there, I tell you. This will be. I mean, that guy didn't let off on the glue gun. He emptied the chamber on this one. Make sure it's clear. I don't want to put no pressure on them leads and pull them leads out of that control board. Come on, ice cream. Okay. Uncut version, uncut version. I'm missing Hogan's Heroes, believe me. Okay, fine. Got a good fit. Got none of that, no more of that seesawing. Okay, pops. And I've made me a new comb. Made me a new comb. I don't like that cheap looking comb. The comb's gonna fit on there just like that. And get my alignment. Okay, pops. I've played enough. There's the installation of a ring burner and some NAV lights on my Dynam Meteor S.